Hi, I'm Danny Bermand. I'm the Director of Brainstorm Design, and I'm going to show you how to get the most out of social media. I'm going to show you how to really increase the followers you have on Twitter. Now, if you're serious about getting more followers on Twitter, you can't just put on Twitter updates. You actually need to engage with your audience. If you just put out updates regularly, all you're doing is having a monologue. The first way in which you can engage with people on Twitter is to actually engage with the people who you're already following. You can just look at your Twitter timeline and see what people have said. If somebody has said something that's interesting or relevant to what you're interested in, reply to them. This particular person, for example, has said, "Is a traditional PR agency dead?" I happen to think no, so I'm going to simply say no, and then I can tweet reply. The other way in which you can engage with your Twitter audience is to actually search for things that people are talking about and reply to them. Now, there's several ways in which you can engage with a Twitter audience. You can reply to what somebody has said. You can also ask somebody a question about what they've just said. Or you can answer a question that they've asked. An easy way to search for topics that are of interest is to use the hashtag. So for example, I'm very interested in Porsches, so I'm doing hashtag Porsche, clicking search, and here you go, a whole load of people are talking about Porsches. So you've got a whole host of tweets, and there's an awful lot of things here you can reply on. The third way you can get followers on Twitter is to use something called Follow Friday. Now, Follow Friday is again, it's a hashtag. It's a hashtag that is #FF. But what that tells your audience is that these particular people are really interesting Twitter users and they're worth following. Now, the person who you've done a Follow Friday on will notice that you've told everybody about them, and they may well be inclined to follow you. So the way to do it is to do FF, put in the username of the person, say this person is a really great doctor. You would say, this person is a great doctor, and then you click on tweet. Just remember, if you're going to do Follow Friday, you only do it on Fridays. Now, you can also use the hashtag in all your tweets that are of a particular subject. So if you're tweeting regularly about Porsches and you want people to see that you're tweeting about Porsches, I would recommend putting that hashtag in your tweet. So the thing to do is write the tweet. So you might say, "I really love Porsches." And then at the end of the tweet, put in hashtag Porsche. Now, my recommendation is to avoid putting in more than one hashtag in a tweet, because that starts to look like you're trying to spam people. So don't put in, if you're writing about Porsches, don't put in other hashtags about supercars, sports cars, Ferraris. Just put in one hashtag about your chosen subject, because the more niche you are, the more you specialize on one topic, the more likely people are to notice you. The more general you are, the more you end up just looking like everybody else, and the less you stand out in the crowd. And if you follow the tips I've just given you, this will really help you get more followers on Twitter.